Hi, Virgo. Oh my gosh, I had to do you guys last, and that was very hard for me because you guys, I feel, well, I'm Virgo, right? Virgo Sun, Gemini Moon, I don't know what rising. I think Scorpio or Cancer, one or the other, but I don't know. I don't know my time of birth. Anyway, it's so hard to put you guys last. But you know what I love? It's Friday the 13th. And although a lot of people think Friday the 13th is bad luck, it is a good luck day for me. I love Friday the 13th. I just do. So when I realized the date, I was kind of excited that I'm doing your reading today. Um, Anything I need to tell you? So I am looking to hire, well, I shouldn't say hire, but become part of my channel, another reader or two. I'm pretty sure I have one so far that I'm going to go with. But I would like to put maybe one or two more on there just to keep bringing you a lot more content. Like, I want to give you guys so much more content. And I am looking for an astrologer. So, one, you have to be able to do videos because, that's what we do here. So, just somebody I'd like to add an astrologer so you can look at your chart before you go into the reading. I just think it gives you even another layer of clarity, okay? It's not that there's not great astrologers out there. There are, and I watch them. But I do want to bring somebody to the channel, too. Just so I can have a nice family. I don't know. A nice family. So I want to put that out there, and if you're interested, just send me an email. Put in the title, that you are. I hope you don't mind. I'm having a little bit of tea because I've been talking a lot. Just put in the title, whatever you want. Something that just catches my eye for the reading because I have so many emails. That's another story. Okay, so we got that out. Anything else I want to tell you except that I missed you guys so much. I don't really know exactly what's going on in the sky. From what I understand, though, it's pretty potent when it comes to love. And I believe that because this month I was really guided to go back to the basics for me and do love readings. So that's what we're doing. And we're also leaving it open to any other messages too. Okay. So I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for the month of October. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or if you were just guided to click on the channel, I feel more and more are opening up the path to clarity. And they are really feeling the guidance from their soul family. And that's beautiful. I would advise to take a couple deep breaths, let go of any outcome. Just tune in, get tuned into your intuition. And if you're looking for clarity in something specific, you can certainly ask your spiritual team to give you some type of clarification through the reading too, okay? So that you'll know it's for you too. Okay, please don't try to force it. Don't make it fit your situation. If you're in a happy marriage, don't leave that happy marriage because of something that was said here. Clearly if you're in a happy marriage, you're meant to, So that's really why I want you to pull in your intuition. And Virgo, come on. I think there's more Virgo readers on YouTube than any other sign, which really surprised me when I started on YouTube. I had no clue. But beautiful. I'm not taking them yet. just because I haven't even cut the deck yet. One of them you'd probably want me to, and the other one you would definitely not want me to take. I keep looking at my poor cards and I think, oh, I'm going to have to get new ones eventually, but I don't want to. You know, I feel like there's so much energy connected here. Okay, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Just you were guided here. For love, October 2017. And any other messages that want to come forward for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Before we go on, I know that my nails look like hell. You know, normally I try to, well, I did do my nails, but for some reason nail polish is just wearing off so quickly. And Virgo, I know you appreciate, you know, good nails. Is that the word? So I apologize they look like crap, but I just didn't want you to wait any longer. If I would have painted them again, I would have had to wait for them to dry, and my mindset would have gotten out of the reading. So, okay. Healing family issues. By the way, we're going to take 3 cards. Let me bring that down a little bit. And then we're going to bring out the Crystal Vision as part of the spread. And then we'll clarify. I don't know with what deck yet, but. So I'm looking for 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Religious factors. Beautiful. Worth waiting for. One of my favorite cards. Underlying energy is unrequited love. So this just may be something we need to face, right? Because it's, you know, it's the energy still lingers. Let's put it that way. And, you know, let's just face it, not everyone's going to love us, right? Not everyone is going to love us. And we're not going to love everyone who comes to us. You know, I'm feeling a lot of spirit in this card for some reason. So I almost feel like it's not so much about someone not loving me back or me not loving someone else back, but I feel it's the energy of maybe it wasn't the right person anyway. Because I'm not feeling that, I'm really not feeling like, you know, well, someone didn't love me back. More in the energy of the 2 together, you know? So what may feel like unrequited love could just be like the universe trying to show you that this energy, well, let's look at it this way. If we use our emotions as our meter of, you know, what to do next, You definitely felt the energy of the pulling and the resisting and the pulling and the resisting, right? And we have the card worth waiting for on the other side of that, right? Pretty much like as the outcome. We're coming in with unrequited love, but we're leaving with worth waiting for. We're leaving with divine, really, I don't know, it's like stirring the pot, like a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this for Virgo. And a little bit of this. And oh, that's right, she doesn't like that, so let's take that out and put a little bit of this. So sometimes I need to know what I don't want in my pot of divine, right? You know, do I like pepper? I don't know. I might have to taste it to find out first. But if I don't like it, I don't have to stick with it. I don't have to put it on my next meal. But if I love it, I can just go with it. I know that was a weird analogy to use. Okay, so we have a little bit of heavier energy to begin with. You know, I don't know about you guys, but it has been a rough month. Not so much October, but September was a little bit of a rough month. I mean, who am I kidding? It was a rough month. I definitely had my downs, but with every down came a high. I've definitely noticed that. Was very accident prone. Very accident prone. Yet I do feel like that energy is like really lifting. And of course, this might not be all Virgos. I'm the third deacon, so, you know, I would be the last to really feel that energy. So, you know, those born on the 23rd of August up to, I think it's like the 7th or 8th of Virgo, September, I mean, you'd be the first deacon, so you probably have felt that heavy energy before the rest. So you probably have already moved out of this energy. Okay. Capricorn, the devil. On healing family issues. Normally this is a card that talks about our parents. The energy I feel most often with this card is, especially in a love reading, is I'm portraying myself in a way that may have a very similar pattern to my parents and the way they loved. And with the devil here, it's definitely telling me that it probably was not the healthiest. Okay, well, I'm glad I did take them. Okay, I feel like that's to come. One more sip. Okay. So, healing family issues. And then we have the devil on top of there. So this is definitely energy, you know, where temptations have gotten the better of me. Or I at least have to be aware of them. But here, I feel like they have. Maybe not you, but maybe your parents, whoever taught you to love. I know this is a step that many skip over. And it's probably one of the most important steps is to really consider how we learn to love and and looking at it from our higher selves, so we're looking at it without judgment is what we're doing. Because what we have to remember is everybody's got their own path, right? Everybody's got their own destiny. Everyone's got their own challenges. And sometimes, like even growing up, let's say with an alcoholic parent, it's not that they chose to be that way, but yet as a child, you have to put up with the consequences of it. And when we are adults, we can look back and see that because now we have experiences that teach us, well, the many times we regret our actions, right? We regret our actions, but sometimes it is beyond our control. No, okay. It's beyond our control. Well, it is beyond our control. I'm hearing if you want to find the quickest way of unconditional love, the fastest way to be able to open up your heart completely, this is where you need to start. We need to start at the beginning, just like if we were going to school. We would start at grade school, right? And then we would go to junior high, senior high. So we're continuously learning. At least that's what our soul wants. And so I feel like what's being said here is if you have not looked at the patterns within, let's just say your love life right now, do that. If you have someone, if you keep bringing people to you that don't serve you, Virgo, sometimes the answer is so simple. Wait a second. When I look back, I can now see how my father was and how I have become that. Or how my mother was, the parts that I disliked the most, and now I have become that. And they are beliefs that just been with you for a long time. Your parents don't want you to follow in their footsteps, so to speak. I mean, they don't. But this is about our responsibility for our lives, our path, because they have their own path. And remember, we're the ones who wanted them, right? Because, before we come to Earth, we have a soul contract. And, we get to peek at our parents, and we know their challenges. So something within their challenge we want to experience for some reason. Sometimes it's just learning how to overcome. But it is definitely soul growth. With the devil here, I could have certainly had parents who cheated on each other, who drank all the time, that kind of thing. So I just got to make sure I'm not doing the same. I got to look at the patterns of my life, the patterns. They're there for a reason. They are a stepping stool for us, I have the King of Wands, possible Leo, King of Swords. What's up with the Kings? And the Six of Swords. Now, the two extra cards that came out were the Nine of Cups. And if that's not good enough, the Ten of Cups followed. And I don't know why, but I feel like they go here. Not that they're going here, but they go here. And these go here. And it's like coming in doubles for me for some reason. Well, let's look. the first thing I'm going to say for some of you is I feel like this character back here, which represents the devil, temptation. I kind of feel like this is now this. This person is now the king. I feel like someone had a lot of growth throughout this time period. I definitely feel like I'm talking to a male here. You might be on the cusp. It could be female too. Maybe you just carry more of your masculine energy right now. Maybe that's more front and center. But I'm feeling like I overcame. But I feel like it's the king who's saying that, like I overcame. So for some of you, maybe maybe you did follow exactly into in your father's footsteps, your mother's footsteps. Chances are it's your father. Doesn't have to be. And I just want to throw one more thing out there. I feel like for some of you, you know, the only thing I don't like about being an empath is I'm careful with my words because I don't want to hurt you. Yet sometimes I have to let that go and just speak the truth, right? Anyway, I feel like for some of you, I feel like your father might have had some type of mental illness. And this may be why if they drank, doesn't have to be drinking. It could have, can be anything. Could be gambling. Could be a sex addict. Anything where it feels like it's out of their control, right? Because that's what I'm being told, like, that, like, we can't be so judgmental because we don't know everything. We think we do, but we don't. So anyways, I feel like this is me following right in my father's footsteps. It's not what my father would want, that's for sure. And for some of you, you may blame your father, but you got to stop. You just got to stop. Yes, yes. Yes, you were raised that way. Yes, it all happened. Yes, 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 yes. But, and it's like, I don't even know if it matters anymore because I feel like you've overcome here. Um, Virgo, again, male or female, not only do I feel like you have overcome or you will be overcoming whatever this represents to you. But it's like you're overcoming different obstacles really in your life. But you're doing it because you're actively seeking results. You're actively seeking clarity. You're actively seeking to close the door on the past. Because Spirit doesn't want you to carry it around with you. That's senseless. And that is the word. It's senseless. Like, why are you doing that? Don't do that to yourself. And we all have. But it's funny because once you bring yourself to clarity, once you look at the patterns in your life, you do become much more balanced. Virgo, for some of you, this could certainly be like a Capricorn or an Earth sign who, well, I'm going to say Capricorn, who has gone through what I just talked about and has come out the other end and is much stronger. I guess it could be fire too, but much stronger, coming out as the king. I mean, I am seeing major transformation here. But this, whether this be you or someone else, again, I actively seeked the change. And, you know, it's funny because I'm looking at unrequited love now next to healing family issues. And I'm wondering really, because normally underlying energy, I would talk quite a while about that. But it's just like I didn't feel like, it just didn't feel like it wanted to be talked about in great length. So this could certainly be talking about such a long time ago, right? But within that, I didn't feel the love that a child should feel. So I had the King of Swords and the Six of Swords. I think this King of Swords is from the past love, someone you walked away from. You know, I'm noticing how this foot is turned out like to point to the past. So definitely for some of you, you may have already left this king. And listen, he or she could certainly be tied back to this card of temptation too, right? I'm definitely leaving this person. You know, he's looking right at me and she is on a path of enlightenment. She's heading in a different direction than where he sits today. It's that feeling of one not evolving with the other. You know, and sometimes that just happens. You know, we evolve, we don't all evolve, you know, at the same time, at the same place. But the one thing I know with the Six of Swords is I am walking away with clarity. Doesn't mean I'm walking away feeling great. I'm not. I've been in a battle, you know? And, you know, I don't want to say I'm the victor because I don't feel there is a victor, but I am, I'm making myself go in a new direction. Not making myself, you know, it's almost like somebody opened a blind just a little bit, just enough to allow the sunlight to come in, just enough to give you clarity, to give you a glimpse of, well, I mean, what lies ahead. You know, definitely an icy relationship, cold. You know, both of them. Look at that. Um, you know, I'm sorry, Virgo, but I feel like this Knight of Swords, King. He doesn't feel like a king. I feel like he, she, slept around. Now, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, because you clearly want to walk away from that type of energy. I know that. I mean, come on, Virgo. We can't put up with this kind of energy, right? Because we're too loyal of a sign, and to have someone just casual, it's just like, no regard here. It's just sleeping around. Or at least you feel that they're sleeping around, but the point, but here it doesn't even matter. Because if you feel it, it's because there's a lack of something. And this person is not able to supply it to you. You needed to walk. In this energy, you needed to walk. There's just nothing left to grasp onto. It's like time to go. Now, I hope part of the reason why you're walking away is because you did see perhaps your dad in this person, or your mom, whoever it is. Maybe what you've learned through the patterns of your parents is, I don't want to repeat that in my life. And maybe you were, but now you have clarity over that. So it's like I can clearly, I don't want to say you can clearly see, because I am trusting here. The Six of Swords, I'm trusting that better days lie ahead. And they do. So, I mean, that can even fit here. And it's not so much unrequited again. It's just, I don't know, Virgo, they don't deserve you here. They certainly don't deserve you. So, every reading has been a little bit different this month, and I have a feeling yours is going to be different in some way. I mean, I love this energy. So I'm just letting down all the anxiety. It's just like, I'm going to live in the present moment. I'm not going to live in the past anymore. And, seeking clarity allows me to put these swords down, to leave them behind. And maybe these Six Swords were needed, right? Because your Nine of Cups, this is a card about bringing your dreams to you, your wishes, your hopes, your fear. No, not your fears. And what good would it do if you still had this energy attached, right? However it fits you. It's like, what good would it do if I'm seeking clarity, but again, temptation comes between us? Or clarity of the people that I give my love and attention to. So it could easily become a block unless I'm aware of it. And then it goes away. Then it goes away. And because I've relieved some of the anxiety from my soul, I've seek clarity. And I received that clarity. I am now on an enlightened path towards what I've been spending lifetime after lifetime creating, filling up my cups of intention. And perhaps I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it coming to me. Another reason I had to walk away. Because whoever this king represents, he doesn't seem to fit in this picture, in this next chapter of your life. He doesn't seem to fit. So perhaps, you are really, you're just learning, right? You're allowing your soul to explore. And, it's almost like your soul is telling me this. Like, we've been filling these cups up for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of our desire. And we're ready for it to come to us now. So I did the work I needed to do. I looked at the patterns. I'm letting old ways of being, people who are not evolving with me, I'm letting them go. And I'm moving forward. And it is my intuition that is moving me forward. It's my trust in divine source. And oftentimes with the Nine of Cups, I feel like, all these cups are upright. And I had to go through the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8. And the 8 was the desire, right? The 8 was the desire to walk away. Which brings me to the 9. So I'm walking into my dreams. And here they are. The 9 of Cups, much like the star. It is her energy, male or female. By the way, if you're male, you just put yourself in this image. But what is she doing? She is putting her affirmations into the universe, setting them to divine. And because I'm a 9, I am reminded to enjoy my journey. It's not always about where I'm going to end up, but it's about the fun of the journey. We all eventually end up at the 10 of Cups. We all eventually will end up in a place of unconditional love. So, that is the outcome for every single one of us, eventually, right? So sometimes we don't need to be in such a rush. It's like, enjoy the fun, enjoy the journey. You've worked a long time building these cups up. Don't go through them so quickly. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like you're pulling from the universe each cup now. Like I'm bringing these cups back to me. Lifetime after lifetime, I filled these cups up. But now I'm calling them in. So they come in. Just like that. Wow. Started with my desire to walk away, though. Not even, sometimes it doesn't have to be desire, but I know that I know that I need to continue on this path. Even if I love someone, but they're not responding to me, well, then I have to keep on moving, right? I have to keep on moving forward. Come on, Virgo. We don't live our lives for the past. We live them for what's coming. So if I love someone, but, you know, for whatever the reason, they're not budging, they're not being loving back, this is almost the calmness, I feel, of just saying, fine, that's fine. That's fine. I guess you won't be in this 10 of Cups with me then, because I know what I want. What do you want? So I'm clear here. And I have to be willing to, I don't know, I have to live in today. I have to live in today. I can't live in yesterday. It doesn't exist. You know, I love how the 10 of Cups falls right under the card worth waiting for. Of course. I'm going to take 2 cards below this. So, I mean, 10 of Cups unworth waiting for. Hello. But it began with us. Well, it began way back here. You know, looking at patterns doesn't take long. And, you know, I feel like I want to say it can save your life. It can allow you to be back on your soul's journey and not this mental trap, right? The Page of Swords and the King of Cups. Well, I kind of love that because let me explain why. I love all the kings and the queens. You know, they all have their highest of qualities and all carry low energy too, just like us. But this king represents the opening of our hearts. This king represents the work that we put in and the work coming back to us, the reward coming back to us. I feel like the King of Cups reminds us that it's not love that hurts us, it's people. But through these people, it is our choice, right? Doesn't mean somebody didn't fool you. But if you're truly living from your inner being, from your intuition, if you're living a life of feeling versus thinking, you would know these shady characters pretty quick. You would just know it. They wouldn't have to show you. You would just know it. You would pick up on their energy. And Virgos, come on, I know many of you already do. So the King of Cups represents a new way of being, a new way of loving. And he's falling under the 10 of Cups, which couldn't be more perfect in my eyes, which is all falling below worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in my love life right now. Right now. Right this very minute. And now I'm being told that through my work, This may be the greatest love story ever told. It certainly has the makings of it. You know, I call my readings movies because of the length, number one. But I really call them movies because I feel like it's what they are. Like I am telling the story of Virgo. And many times it does fall into like a story book way. I don't know, I didn't say that right. Nonetheless, this king is making me very happy. Now, this could represent the King of Cups coming in for you too. But everything I just said applies, okay? Because it's the energy first. So, this is why I have the 10 of Cups. This is why I'm able to bring the 10 of Cups to me. And even if I look here, it's like all swords, right? You have the page. And the page can remind us that there may be some challenges in the beginning of this journey, but nothing you can't handle. And it's only the beginning. And, you know, maybe it's the walking away will be challenging, you know, no doubt, no denying that. But that will fade. That will fade. And I have a feeling it's going to fade quickly. For some of you, you could have been with these people here for since you were young, you know. You could be young right now, and if you're young right now, boy, I hope you get this message now, so you don't have to spend your whole life with character after character. Though sometimes these characters teach us great lessons, so we can't regret them. But we certainly don't have to keep inviting that type of energy back in. With the King of Cups, I'm not. I know what I want here. And my heart is open. My heart is open. I am ready to love. But I'm balanced at the same time. I want you to understand that. So I'm not throwing all my love at someone. I'm very balanced. But I feel like I know what it takes. So my journey to get here has been so worth it. And that's what Divine tells you. Don't regret it. There were lessons. There was soul growth. So I don't want to regret it. But I do want to be aware of it, right? Just aware of my actions, my patterns, my ways. Because I feel like what this is saying is, you know, and this is probably going on the other side of the world somewhere. Somebody's getting a reading, and they may be told the same thing you're being told right now. That's weird. I just said that. You know, you're getting ready for your soulmate. Because it's always two energies. And the reason why I just said that's weird, I just said that because when I was shuffling your cards, you know, pre-shuffling before way before I was going to start your video. Yeah, that's a process in itself. It takes some time and, to really get into it and meditate. Um, the thought came up in my mind that I wonder if there is someone else out there who was born on the exact same day at the exact same time, um, in the exact same area I was. And if they were, what would we have in common? That's just something that popped in my head. Like, I would like to find that person and just compare. And then I'm talking about that here, so to speak. It's really crazy how this reading is going because, I'm starting with this, the devil and the King of Wands energy, or the King of Wands and the devil energy, I should say. And it's bringing me down into these swords, and each one of them is cold and icy and not a place I really want to be. I'm just looking at her gown, and that could be a shadow, but I feel like it's telling me, like, I've been there for a while because she's absorbing the ice. She's starting to absorb it. So maybe she's starting to take on a cold heart here, he. Because it's the way I was treated now, I'm cold myself, and whoa, we can definitely be that way, right? I mean, well, come on, we can. It's the one thing I always try to be aware of with myself, because I know that. As loving as we can be, we're natural born detectives. So somebody tries to hide something from us, the more you try to hide it, the more we want to find it. It's our curiosity, right? I mean, that's why Virgos make great attorneys, judges, rule with a fair and balanced mind. Okay. I feel like doing another line. I'm going to push this up. I know I'm touching my cards very, very delicately, and there's a reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure there's a reason. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do, Virgo. I'm going to pick up these cards. Just what I'm guided to do. I know, weird. And because I feel like what it's doing here, it's very nicely moving you into this next part of your life, right? And just look at the swords. Mental energy, right? With the devil. So, not easy energy. But then it moves us right into water. So, whatever I went through here, I feel like I had to. And again, it's like, I feel like I had to, but only because there's something my soul wanted to experience. Maybe it's back to unconditional love. Temperance. I think she showed up in every single reading this month. The Empress, too. Boy, she's been very strong this month. The Magician, beautiful. Virgo. I feel like this is saying with all those swords that you just had, this is clarity. This is why you're moving on. This is what's allowing you to move on. It's like the conquering of the mind. Right? I don't have total clarity, but I have enough. You know, I am an evolving creature, so to speak. I feel like this is weird, but I feel like it's also saying that for some of you who keep repeating lessons, and that's what it is. You know, they come in the form of a challenge, but it's really a soul lesson, a soul experience. I feel like this is being aware of that revolving door. I shouldn't say be aware. I feel like you are becoming aware here. This Ace of Swords to me this month holds so much power. It is like the world has, you know, what it feels like. It's like the world just found spirituality and everyone is seeking it now. Not everyone, but a lot of people. And that's good news because I feel like it is clarity. You know, it's like clarity in how energy works. I don't know, the sword feels very special. Like, I feel like I want to put it there because it's like a sense of power to me. So I have Temperance and the Nine of Cups. And, you know, to me, what's the first thing Temperance teaches us? Is divine timing, is patience within that. By the way, can I tell you, Virgo, you're the only sign that did not, like, send me comments about where the hell is Virgo? Where the hell is Virgo? You know, none of you. Not one of you. It's beautiful because it's patience, right? I mean, you're the only sign that did not send me some type of, like, where the hell are the videos? So I'm learning patience. I'm learning that things happen in their divine timing. I can push Temperance hand here and try to speed it up, make it within my timing. But it doesn't do me any good because the first thing that I need to do is get balance. And if I'm in balance, then I know that what I need will come to me when I need it. That helpful people will be put along my path right when I needed them. I was just going to say, especially with the Magician here, when I need them, they show up. So I feel like this is, you know, this is a lot of help to get you to this Ten of Cups. A lot of spiritual help. But I also want you to congratulate yourself too, though. Because without your seeking of the knowledge, little changes, really. You know, it's almost like Temperance is over here with her cup, right? With her cups. And it's almost like she's filling up. Okay, 1 cup, 2 cups. You know, it's like she's filling up each one of your cups in perfect timing, in divine timing. But truth be told, you're the one who put those cups there. This is your creation. I don't know why I keep wanting to say lifetime after lifetime. This tells me that, you know, I almost wish the 9 of Wands is here because I feel like saying don't give up now. Don't give up now. Because there probably will be little challenges thrown in your path. But let me tell you, if you stay in the present moment, you'll see it, you'll feel it, you'll know it. You'll make a detour. You'll send one of your soul family members ahead to clean the path. You won't walk through it. You know, it's like a puddle of water ahead. Am I going to walk right through it, or am I going to go around it? You know, I can do either. But maybe you have a brand new pair of leather shoes on. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know why that's coming up. And it almost feels like, again, like all the work was done before, and now I'm entering into quite the beautiful time. The Empress under the 10 of Cups. You know, this could certainly be the card of good news about pregnancy. This could be good news about carrying the baby full term. This could even be adoption. But nonetheless, it's all good news. So this is what I want. And I love their energy together. You know, it's like you have the Almighty Father and the Almighty Mother designing this path for you. It's like the architects of the sky designing this specifically for you. You know, the Empress here, she is becoming unconditional love. The King of Cups is, my heart is wide open. Fill it up. Fill it up with love. You know, unconditional love. Because when I fill with unconditional love, it just keeps coming back to me. And out and back to me. And out and back to me. You know, it can be never ending. It can be exactly where you want to be. I don't know. I kind of feel like, you know, I kind of feel like some of you are going to a Halloween party. And you may find this connection. Now, of course, this is not for all of you. Matter of fact, I feel like it's a very small amount, but it's here. Jeez. Ten of Pentacles. Now I'm getting into my material world. Now I am, not only am I fulfilling my love, but Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in the same reading. Queen of Swords. A lot of cards here, but we're going to take them real quick. The High Priestess. And I'm taking them because, well, because first of all, the Fool belonged out here. The Unknown card. Seven of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, you know, with the last card being the Two of Pentacles, this is telling me that it's my decision. You know, like, it's my choice. I have to make the choice. I have to make the decision. It's a free will choice on whether I go forward on my path or I stay where I'm at. It's my choice. You know, but the Queen of Swords here, I definitely feel like, I feel like she's showing up as in no more bullshit. No more bullshit. I mean, really, I want to say that again. No more bullshit. With her standing next to the Ten of Pentacles, she could certainly be like, you know, a husband or a wife. You know, I'm done. I'm done. For whatever the reason. Because the Fool's under that. So, you know, I'm beginning this new journey. Now, this is just part of it. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, I feel like okay, so this is you. But it's like, I don't know if someone's hurt me, but I feel like they have. I don't know if someone cheated on me, but I feel like they did. And I feel like this is you trusting in that. You know, with the Queen of Swords here, you could certainly be gathering the information first, right? It's like getting the mental clarity you want over it. But in a way, I want to say that, you know, if your plan is to leave anyway, why dig? Just leave. Why dig? Just leave. Again, if you're in a happy marriage, I'm not talking to you. You know, this message right now is not about, this is not about happy marriages. This is about, this is like deceit. And I mean, I've had enough. And I just want to say it over and like, I've had enough. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not talking about it here. I'm moving out. I don't want to talk about it. Been there, done that. Trusting. You know, it's so important that I am trusting within my intuition this month. You know, because you have the High Priestess coming back and back and back. And, you know, it's that opportunity, if I can keep myself in the present moment, to feel and see the illumination on my path into my beautiful cups world. And I feel like, you know, I feel like if you're leaving, you know, real quick, there may have been a third party involved. For some, and, you know, I don't feel like I'm surprising you. I feel like you know this already. And what are you going to do? You know, it's just like, because I have the Seven of Pentacles down here, so, you know, I do feel like you're going to leave, and I do feel like if you get into it, it could turn really ugly, and that's why I'm asking you to consider that is it worth fighting and fighting and fighting? Because I feel like you know that you're going to leave anyway. So everything inside me wants to say, just leave then. Like, don't even stir up the drama, because it's not going to serve you. You know, if you're looking for you're right, it won't matter. It doesn't matter. Seven of Pentacles, you know, I'm planning. Perhaps some of you, it's like, I've been planning on leaving. Thank you, Sandy. I've been planning on leaving. And here I am, making my plans. You know, I have been, for some of you, I feel like I've been stockpiling money. Like I've been hiding money. Or putting money aside. Putting money out of sight. Let's put it that way. Because I feel like you had a plan in action. And it feels like it may be time. If you choose. But just know the energy is up here for you. And that's another reason why I want to tell you, don't get into all the drama of, you know, if you know that you're going to leave, and you know it's over, don't allow yourself to pour all that. You know, you already have enough heartache. So the drama won't serve you, because I just want you to look up. I'm sitting in it now, so I can't feel it. I can't believe it. You know, this Ten of Cups is ever going to be mine, right? Not going by my past. Exactly. That's the way you got to look at your past. But you're the one with the Fool. This is you. And the Fool is about adventure. The Fool is about living in the present moment. You know, it's like I have a toe in the future, but I know that my magic comes to me in the present moment. You know, again, the Fool is brand new path. And this is telling you that this path, you know, Virgo, it's like I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I understand how this energy works. You know, the High Priestess is offering you her crystal ball. She's giving you a glimpse into your future. But to catch that glimpse, I must have clarity. You know, I have to be in the present moment. I want to be thinking about what's coming and not what I've lost or what's left, because it doesn't matter anymore. You know, I think I said this in Leo's reading. You know, this raven here, I feel like the raven is sent down by the High Priestess to help when needed. Sometimes that raven can be someone from our soul family, put in place at just the right time. Just when we were ready to give up, the magician shows up. What are you doing? Why are you turning around? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back. Why? 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 What lies in the past for you? You know, Spirit doesn't look back. Our family members who've gone before us, they're not looking back. They're not living in regret. It's only us. And we're really not meant to. From my understanding, anyway. I feel like this magician can show up anytime you want it, especially Virgo. Come on, we're a mutable sign, right? So we have to be able to go with the the flow. It's who we are. We have to go with the flow, or we don't feel right. So the High Priestess is saying, if you trust in your intuition and, you be like a Virgo and plan what you can, don't overanalyze. Because Two Pentacles, sometimes I feel like that's exactly what she's doing. She's overanalyzing. Which way to go? I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Just quiet your mind. And you'll know exactly what to do. Man. Okay. So, beautiful. If you guys notice, I'm not really saying signs so much. And I kind of do eventually want to get away from that completely. Unless it's a one-on-one. Worth waiting for. Worth waiting for. Just a card, right? Just a card. But what it means is when our energy in love, when we're looking for love, real love, true love, when our energy matches another, it's time. It's time. I'm going to use a different deck. For some reason, I feel like getting very quiet, like I'm in a library. Like I'm in a library. Or I'm at a venue where I have to keep my voice down. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This is your soul family working for you. Doing exactly what you agreed to. Coming in exactly when you agreed for them to come in. This tells you that they're always with you. And they're always sending you unconditional love. And you can tap into that anytime you want. Just have to get past all that sword energy. And then I feel many Virgos already tap into it. But if you don't, you can. For some of you, you may need to just make sure you're grounded. That's me too. I forget sometimes. So just make sure you're grounded. So it's kind of like I'm recalibrating myself. Because I know that this, well, not only the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Pentacles lies ahead. I know that. So it's like I'm recalibrating. Three of Pentacles. Recent past. Five of Wands. It's so funny because this is exactly what I was picturing when I said you're recalibrating. You are entering into this new dimension almost. kind of the image I had in my mind. That's funny. I'm going to take 2 more down. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take the ones that flipped up, but I am not going to take the ones that didn't. So let's see what's feeding this. Look at this. I have to be aware that I'm clinging to the past. It's almost, I don't even need to go deeper than that. It's exactly what I need to know. I have to be aware of my emotions. And I have to know when I'm clinging and when it's over. Because this is beautiful. Look at the healing I have available to me. But it's all within my present moment. My present moment. You know, I'm starting a new path here. And I may have not reached the point of complete optimism yet, right? As the 3 of Wands. And I may still have a little fear about this new journey, whatever it consists of. But I'm not letting that fear stop me. I'm moving right through it. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Moving right through it. And it reminds me of when the Page of Swords came up, just reminding us that the beginning may be just a little bit challenging, but it's only in the beginning. It's only until you get your footing. But look at the beautiful healing. And it came first. So my love is in the present moment, not of the past. That doesn't mean someone from the past can't come back, make a complete change, be the loving person you've always wanted to be. Absolutely, that can play out. People can change. Absolutely, people can change. But here, that's not what I'm feeling. Because I feel like I'm not even talking about that. Like, I just need to be aware of, number one, how I let people treat me. Maybe that's the whole thing. I need to be aware of what I allow others to drop on my shoulders, put within my aura, right? But great healing is available, starting right this minute. That's what I feel like, starting right this moment. Had to happen, right? Had to happen. And it's in your past. You know, and I have the 5 of Wands here, so I'm so close to victory, right? I'm so close I can taste it. But I can't take everything with me. I can't take everyone with me. You know, I have to be able to drop the things and the people that just aren't serving me. You know, I feel like saying, damn it, I have a right to my happiness, right? I have a right to my happiness. So I have to know that. And Wands is about action. Now, many of you could be going through this scenario right now. Let's see what comes out with it. You know, it's like, I don't know, yin and yang coming together. You know, I have love and I have wisdom available to me. I have love and wisdom. Look who showed up again. 10 of Cups. This plant had to grow in the toughest of circumstances. Probably not by choice. Probably the wind blew seedling somewhere within the hard rocks. And yet it thrived anyway. So sometimes it's not about where we're physically at, right? Because this is a card of survival. This is a card of strength, courage, pushing through, no matter what. You know, it's almost like there's no doubt, because this flower is seeking the sun, and it finds it. But it wasn't easy. I feel like this is just saying you can have beautiful growth right where you stand, no matter where it is you stand. It's not where you are physically at. It's what you're going to do with your energy, your courage, your strength. This card tells you can get through anything, anything, anything. With the 10 of Cups. So Virgo is like,